Hi, this is Chuck Lemire coming to you from Bob Corcoran and Associates with your iHomefinder tip of the week. Now, this particular week, we're going to focus on how to generate more seller listings in today's marketplace. Now, we all know that the marketplace is constantly changing, and we hear reports about the United States. Well, the United States isn't a market. Your state isn't even a market because within each state, there's local marketplaces. So, what's going on in your local market will dictate how you approach that market and generate more seller leads. That's why reports on interest rate fluctuation, economics, general buyer consumer confidence are certainly important because those are the indicators that cause someone who owns a house to say, I want to sell. We've covered in other weeks the basics of why people sell, and it's usually the D's, right? So it's divorce, death, another job, a relocation, right? So they have a need to move. Sometimes it is the family growing, they need more space. Sometimes it's retirement and moving from one state to another. So how do we get in front of these people before they decide who they're going to choose to list their home? Well, some of them raise their hand immediately. What we call that is a for sale by owner. So that's one particular aspect. But there is some certain techniques you can use to increase your chances of getting face to face with a homeowner. One of which is networking. It's very important to network with as many professionals because some professionals come in contact with people thinking of selling. Wealth management individuals, accountants, CPAs often have a homeowner say to them, we're thinking of selling. What's going to be our tax ramifications when we do? So they'll seek the advice of that professional. Of course, in a divorce situation, we have divorce attorneys, judges, and different people that unfortunately have to deal with that aspect of life. And in some marketplaces, the amount of divorce is almost 5 out of every 6 people. And very often that not only means that one home is going to sell, but there's probably 2 purchases associated with that as well. So always maintaining contact with your community and with other professionals in a networking sense is essential. But here's a tip so you could blanket an area to be able to get in front of the person who's thinking of selling. We all have seen postcards, and certainly everyone has their take on what to put on it. In some cases, it's a holiday card. In some cases, it's the recipe of the month. I would recommend this. We always at Corcoran Associates recommend to our clients to use HomeBot, which is a home valuation process. The investment is somewhere around $49 a month. So it's a great tool to have regardless of your productivity because it allows you to have a QR code to be able to put on that postcard so somebody clicks it in order to find their home value in preparation for sale. But what call to action do you have on that? I would recommend the simplicity of this. Look what happened to your neighbor! Exclamation point. Now, if I got a postcard with a link with an arrow that said, look what just happened to your neighbor, most of us would want to be interested in that. Now, of course, what happened to their neighbor is they sold their home. And if that sale was less than the past average of the last 9 months or greater than the average based on the type of home that it is, that certainly means one way or the other that the person you're sending the card to, their value has changed as well. So by clicking on that, they see the fact that there's been a sale at a certain amount, and it allows you to see their click through and be able to call them and say, I saw that you took action on my postcard and you were interested in what your neighbor's home sold for. Tell me, are you thinking about relocating or moving or selling the existing home that you're in? So you need to prompt people to action. And very often you can do that in a postcard with a HomeBot QR code. You could do that by your social posts. For example, we have a pool of highly qualified buyers. Are you thinking about selling your 3-bedroom cape? Because if you are, we have buyers in that category or in this particular neighborhood. So you can do a Facebook ad with a geo fence of a particular neighborhood in order to be able to send the message to get someone to take action. It's all about taking action. And then it's up to you with the script of asking questions, being in control of the narrative, to be able to put yourself in a position to show a homeowner what your value is and how you would market their home to get the highest price in the least amount of time with the least aggravation to them. I hope you've enjoyed this week's iHomefinder tip of the week. And remember, be proud of what you do. We help people with one of the most important decisions they make in their life, where they call home. Have a great week and good luck.